What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games, and today is the biggest day for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet leaks because we have some 99% confirmed legitimate leaks, and I am so excited to share this information with you. We're going to talk about the gym leaders, we're going to talk about brand new Pokemon that were leaked, and some other topics as well. And guys, of course, if you like this type of content and you want to stay up to date, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And before we begin, I do want to say this is going to be a massive spoiler, so just in case, I wanted to put the warning out there. So we're going to start off with this picture right here, and this is actually just proof of the source. So this account on Chinese social media actually leaked a bunch of content for Pokemon Sun and Moon back in the day. So this is a legitimate leaker, but this is not Riddler Coup to our knowledge. This seems to be a separate leaker, which is actually really refreshing. And yes, these images are very, very real. So diving into the images, they actually gave us a lot of gym leaders. They actually gave us all 8 of our gym leaders. And you can see that this was watermarked, but that's okay. This is not the actual leaker. This was just someone who is posting the pictures. The actual leaker has now shut down their Twitter account. They put it on private, so we cannot access it anymore, but I'm sure they'll be sending us more stuff soon. So we can see 6 gym leaders here. They're all a little bit blurry, but that is okay. And it looks like, just from the naked eye right here, this is going to be an electric gym leader. You can see a Magnemite right here, which is very important. This could be potentially a water one because we see a water background. Maybe psychic for this one. This one definitely looks ice in the bottom right. We see a ninja in the middle. So you could be poison, could be bug, who knows. And then this one right over here, I think is going to be a grass one just because of the green hair. But we're going to have to wait and see. And then we get our other 2. So we just get this dude with the red hair. I'm going to assume he's going to be fire because of the red hair. Pokemon designs are very simple. They're going to pretty much relate to what is like their gym leader type. So I just assume hair colors be helpful here. And then we get this lady with some white hair who potentially could be a ghost one. So when we dive a little bit deeper into this, after we look at all these images and add some context to it, we can sort of figure out what their exact types are. And there was a Reddit user who made this post, so shout out to them. So essentially, the leaker says here, there are 2 more gym leaders. Gym type is bug, leaf, water, ice, normal, electric, psychic, and ghost. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is what we're looking at right here. And we can see the 6 gym leaders that we posted. And then there's also these 2. So the Magnemite, very simple. That's definitely going to be an electric one. There's no doubt. I was saying maybe water because the blue background. It makes sense. This guy could be psychic, could be normal. Green hair, maybe grass type. I do really believe that. The ninja is pretty uncertain because I don't think it's going to be ghost. I do think it could potentially be bug though. That's where I'm leaning with looking at the process. And this dude right here looks very much like an ice type leader. It just makes a lot of sense to me. Now, in my last video, we talked about Riddler Coup putting up both the Kanto and Johto gym leaders, hinting at their types. Well, we can see that the confirmed types that was mentioned here for the gym leaders all line up with the images here. So we had a water, electric, and grass representative, a psychic representative, a bug, normal, and ghost, and an ice representative. 4 and 4 from each one. However, does this not mean that we won't necessarily have a version exclusive gym leader for Scarlet and Violet? I still think that there is a potential chance of that, especially about what Riddler Coup was saying. So we're just gonna have to wait and see if there is one more gym leader that will be a split, because Riddler Coup did say for the, I believe the Gen 1, that it was only 40% out of the 10, so 4 out of the 10 here, which is not a true 50%, and it was 50% for Gen 2. So we're gonna have to see what covers that last 10%. Maybe Riddler Coup doesn't know what he's talking about. That is a real possibility, and I do think it is worth questioning him at this point just because of the confirmation of these leaks here from such a trusted source. So something that Riddler Coup did tweet that he was correct about was he did say her voice soul or soulless, and he had like this singer with white hair, and we pretty much have the exact same type of character right here, and this is probably going to be the ghost type gym leader. I can see it happening. This definitely has a singer vibe to it. White hair, you know, dark skin. This is what pretty much Railer Coup confirmed, and now we have an actual image of it. So yes, this is the right leak, and it's definitely one of these things when we look at the models, by the way, that they do look really detailed. They are a little bit blurry, but they do look really detailed. They do look pretty unique. This is not something I would expect someone to actually make in like Unity or in Photoshop. This all honestly looks really legit. And another thing I want to mention is there is a lot of filtering out, of blurring of stuff. This seems like someone got an actual like test of the game or something like that and took photos of the game screen. But the thing is, when this happens, they usually have some sort of identifier on the screen that you can locate if you take a direct image of it. So they probably were blurring out the image so they can't actually trace back the source to who has it. You have to assume this is actually probably from someone who is very close to Game Freak or someone who actually works at Game Freak who is doing this. So we're just gonna have to wait and see for more information on that. But I just want to put that out there. That's why there's a lot of filtering and a lot of like straight up blurring out of stuff, because this is where the watermarks would be. Now for the most interesting leak that I have to say, we are getting a brand new Giraffe Ridge. Yes, this is from the same leaker. They put the LOL on it, but this is a new version of Giraffe Ridge. We do not know if this is an evolution of Giraffe Ridge or maybe this is the regional form of it. And we don't know what the R, we know it's regional for the R, but we don't know what the F stands for. So Riddler Coup is saying regional fake. And it sort of feels like the regional fake vibe is here. I mean, it just feels like Giraffe Ridge is wearing a costume and pretending to be something else. So I can get that fake vibe from it, even though it is real for sure, because it's from the same source. But if the term is actually regional fake or some different version of it, I can get the idea from here. Because it looks like, yeah, Giraffe Ridge is wearing the costume of its tail, which is pretty funny. I don't know if it's actually going to have a tail. We can't really see a tail in this image, which is pretty interesting. And I wonder if the type is going to change. And maybe it's going to become a normal dark type instead of a normal psychic type. Because if it's not an evolution and this is a regional form of some way, I think it's going to be normal dark. And this could probably be the ace Pokemon of the normal type gym leader. And I'm really thinking that's where we're going to be going along with this. But if it's not, then maybe it's going to be like a dark psychic type to, you know, combine it. Just because the tail is so prominent, I have to imagine that. And looking at Giraffe Ridge's history, actually, if you type in Giraffe Ridge Space World on Google, you can see what it actually was supposed to look like in the Space World demo for Pokemon Gold and Silver. And it does feature both heads. And now it's sort of like a combination of the light and the dark head as one now. You know, the light head's on the inside, but the dark head is absorbing it, like it's pretty much eating it, you know? And I get the same vibe as the two heads being fully grown. So maybe that's what it's supposed to be like in reference to sort of a pickup of an old idea, which I think will be really sick overall. But I'm super excited because Giraffe Ridge is a Pokemon that deserves some more love. This Pokemon needs better base stats, needs some better moves, and overall, this thing could be a complete monster if it gets, you know, some better moves, stats, and maybe even a new ability too. So we'll have to wait and see on this, but this is what I love to see. Old Pokemon getting more value, more traction to their life. And I think overall, if this is an evolution, this ends up being better for Giraffe Ridge, because then Giraffe Ridge can use Eviolite and be much more competitive in general. I almost forgot to mention that there was this leaked image of Pawmi's evolution. Everyone thought this Pokemon was fake originally. However, this does come from the same leaker who showed a Giraffe Ridge image. So we're going to have to assume if that Giraffe Ridge is real for its evolution, then the Pawmi evolution must also be real. And this is the first time in a very long time that the Generations Pikachu clone has evolved. The last time this happened, well, probably was literally Pikachu, or you could assume Meryl into a Zero would count as well. So we can see that Palmy's evolution here is standing on 2 feet. It doesn't have a focus on its paws, which is very interesting. I do wonder if this is a final evolution or if there's one more evolution after this, but it does look very similar to sort of like a Pikachu overall once it's standing on its 2 feet. I think it would be very interesting if there was one more though, and we don't know what the typing is outside of the electric. Maybe it picks up a new typing in this new form. I'm still hoping for electric fighting. That is the dream. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. But man, this is absolutely crazy that this got by and everyone assumed it was fake. And once we saw more information, now we know that this is real, and that is absolutely phenomenal. Not only that, we have more images here. And is there a photo of the 3rd legendary Pokemon? And bam, we get a photo. This is from the same leaker, just from a different account, but the original leaker posted this. And we can see here that this is a crystal focus looking 3rd legendary, which makes a lot of sense considering when we look at the trailer at the end, there was a teaser of the Pokeball going through the crystal area. Well, I can imagine that's where this 3rd legendary Pokemon's coming from, probably somewhere in between time and space, and it's just like in this stasis time thing. I made a whole thesis video on that if you want to check that out. But the point is, this fits the theme that the teaser was putting out there, so I can see this being legitimate just from those context clues. And that's pretty cool that this is probably going to look very different than the other 2 legendary Pokemon. And not only that, we actually got some more images. So once again, here's the 3rd legendary Pokemon. But then we get something down here. And this looks like a plant or something like a crystal plant with some sort of skull. You can see the skull and crossbones on above it. And it's very blurry, of course, similar to how the other ones are, but I think this is very cool. It fits the crystal motif of the 3rd legendary. So maybe this is only something you can catch in that crystal dimension or something like that. Maybe there's something like Ultra Beast and there's going to be something similar to that. Because this does not look like your typical Pokemon. This looks more like a Pokemon from a different universe or outside of time and space. Something like that. Looks incredibly interesting though. And if I had to make a guess on the typing, I'm going to have to guess Ghost for sure. Maybe pure Ghost type. Maybe Ghost Steel, maybe Ghost Normal. I don't know. Who knows? If it's like Ultra Beast, then the types can really be anything at the end of the day. And then we got something over here. I really cannot depict what this could be, so I hope we see a clearer image of whatever this happens to be in the future. But oh man, this is like really exciting stuff here, guys. Like this is crazy, honestly. And last but certainly not least, we got another leak right here. And the guy tweeted, Wooper's gonna be a new type to poison type. Wooper's evolution is not Quagsire in Scarlet Violet. It will be a new Pokemon. So what does that actually mean? Well, in simple, Wooper is gonna get a regional form, a regional fake. It's probably gonna be water poison, and then it's gonna evolve into a brand new Pokemon. That's incredibly exciting. I mean, a water poison evolution of Wooper could be super cool. I actually wonder if it's going to be the exact opposite of Quagsire, since Quagsire is water ground and very defensive. Maybe this will be water poison and super offensive. So that would be cool if we get an offensive version of Wooper's evolution. I'll be all about that. And this is incredibly exciting stuff. Like, honestly, some real leaks. And I think the reason why we're getting these real leaks right now is because we are probably super close to a brand new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet trailer. So the moment that trailer drops, I'll be dropping a live reaction, giving you all the information that I know of, because it has to be coming. These leaks just don't come out of nowhere. Someone has seen something, and it's most likely either one from some sort of dev kit that someone is testing on, or it's coming from a marketing trailer that's probably going to be dropping in a couple of weeks. So we shall see. Well, guys, let me know in the comment section below how excited you are for the new Giraffe Ridge. I think this thing is pretty phenomenal overall, and I really do hope that the new whatever Wooper evolution is just as cool as this. Well, guys, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I catch you guys next time. Peace out, and have a great one.